Hi everyone, this is Abhinav from Phone Bunch, and today we are doing the gaming review of the XOLO Q2500. Let's get into settings. Let's get into about. So from here you can see it's a Q2500 running Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. So this is Temple Run 2. As I have told you before, you can hide your soft touch buttons. So you have your complete 6-inch HD display for playing games and viewing videos. So you can see that the gameplay is quite smooth. Temple Run is not that graphically intensive. However, it is a fast-paced game. The accelerometer too works quite fine. Next up is Riptide GP2. Bit more graphically intensive, definitely. And you can see that here too we have no issues with frame rate. And the viewing angles of the display are absolutely amazing. You can see that there is no distortion in brightness or colors even if the display is tilted. The touch response is also good. You can see the different elements that have been created here. You can also see the water effects. No detail is missed in this game. And the gameplay is as smooth as can be. Next up we are going to play Frontline Commando D-Day. Here too you can see the smoke in the background, the dynamic lighting effects. The gameplay too is quite smooth. Decent frame rates there. Consistent frame rates have been maintained throughout the game.
Let's go, people.
You can see that there is no lag whatsoever. You can see the fire in the background as well. It's highly detailed. So XOLO Q2500 runs on a 1.3 GHz MediaTek chipset, that's MT6582. The graphics are powered by the Mali 400MP2 GPU. Now we are playing Subway Surfers. Here you can see no issues with frame rates. Although again a fast-paced game, but slightly less graphically intensive. Nevertheless, consistent frame rates are maintained throughout. The Mali 400MP2 GPU, as I was talking about, is a dual-core GPU which is clocked at 500 MHz, so it's definitely capable of playing high-end games. Here too you can see the movement of the trains. There are no issues in frame rate anywhere. Consistent frame rates throughout. And the touch response is again quite good. Now we are playing Dead Trigger 2. Now this is a bit graphically intensive. And here too you can see no issues anywhere. Consistent frame rate, at least till now.
I need your help.
And you can see the environment as well. No details missed there. The touch response again is quite good, and the color reproduction of the display is absolutely brilliant. The viewing angles, as I have said earlier, are quite good too.
Cover my back.
The display and build quality of the Q2500 are actually its plus points, and major ones at that. And considering a 6-inch HD display, you would want it to be good. In this game you can see that we had no issues with frame rate, consistent frame rates, no lag anywhere. that's enough of that trigger. Now we move on to Need for Speed Most Wanted, a highly graphically intensive game. Definitely requires more graphics prowess. And you can see the Mali 400MP2 GPU performs brilliantly here. There is no lag, the frame rates are consistent, no frame drops till now. And all the details are shown. You can see reflections on the car. You can see the glossy surface as well. And you can see shadows too. You can see the reflection on the tarmac. Everything looks quite good. Even though this is such a graphically intensive game, the Q2500 can easily keep pace with it. And the display resolution of 720 by 1280 pixels is no issue for the GPU. So we are playing HD games in HD resolution and still no hint of lag anywhere. Next up is FIFA 14. Again, not that graphically intensive, especially compared to racing arcade games. Nevertheless, there are several elements in play here. The AI controls your players as well as the opponents. And the gameplay is absolutely superb. And that's a goal. The gameplay is absolutely smooth. No issues with frame rate here. And the display performs brilliantly again. You can see the color reproduction yourself. The graphics are as smooth as they should be. The touch response again is quite good here. Frame rates are consistent. Next up, we are going to play Nova 3, a first-person shooter. It's definitely a more graphically intensive game. And you can see that there are no elements missed here. The gameplay is smooth and the touch response is excellent, which you would want in a first-person shooter especially. The response is quite fast. Here too again there is no lag and all the details are shown. You can see the changes in lighting as well. And the display, as I have said several times in the review, performs brilliantly in this game as well. No ghosting and no freezing of any kind. Frame rates are consistent again. And you can see the level of detail that's shown here. Everything looks crisp. The gameplay is quite smooth here. Now let's move on to Real Racing 3, again a graphically intensive game. You can see the dust, the shadow of the car, the reflections, the overbright of the sun, and even the reflections in the side mirrors of all the cars. So no detail is missed in this game. You can see the tarmac as well. The game looks brilliant on this 6-inch display. It's an IPS panel, so you don't have any issues with viewing angles. You can see that even on tilting, there is no distortion in brightness or in color. But in the background, you can hear a little bit of crackle. That's due to the speakerphone. It does crackle a little bit. It's not audible generally, but it's there, especially at full volume. but the audio quality is quite good. Now let's move on to GTA Vice City. Here too you can see no issues with gameplay. Everything looks great. And consistent frame rates here too. No lag whatsoever. And that's what we expect from the Mali 400 MP2 GPU. And one more thing, we have installed all these games at the same time, so apps as well as app data are movable to the SD card. Let's get out of here quickly.
You asked for this, pal.
So just to show you, no issues with frame rate here too. The character control is quite nice. Now we are playing Modern Combat 4. You can look at the environment. It's absolutely breathtaking. Everything is shown in great detail. And it's playing fast. No issues with frame rate here. You can see the touch response as well. Targeting is done in milliseconds. Absolutely perfect. There isn't even a little hint of lag. If you are looking for a 6-inch device or even a tablet with excellent hardware specs and a great display, the XOLO Q2500 should definitely be under consideration. You can see it performs brilliantly in all the games that we have tested till now. It comes with 1 GB of RAM, but even then, all the games play quite well. And as I have said, all the games have been installed at the same time, so apps and app data are movable to the SD card. Last but not least, we are going to play Asphalt 8, one of the most graphically intensive games out there, and we are playing this in high settings. So an HD game in high settings, and that too Asphalt 8, and you can see how brilliant it looks. All the colors are shown perfectly, and there is not a single element of lag. The frame rate is consistent. You can see all the different effects, smoke from the cars. You can see the motion blur due to speed, shadows and reflections, everything. And you can see the sky as well. It's so beautifully crafted. Everything looks stunning on this display. The gameplay is absolutely smooth. Well, that was a gaming review of the XOLO Q2500. We are absolutely impressed with its gaming capabilities, performance. There are no issues with any games that we have tried on it. It plays everything smoothly, and the 6-inch HD IPS display performs brilliantly as well. The color reproduction as well as viewing angles are unmatched in this segment, and given that it's available for about Rs 13,500 right now, it's quite a steal, especially given the great build quality as well as the 3000 mAh battery. We'll be back with more on the XOLO Q2500. Till then, you can watch its unboxing, benchmarks, as well as the review of the Xperia Even Dual from right here. Well, that was all for tonight. Do subscribe. If you have any questions, ask us in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.